Hi everyone, my name is Juan Camilo, and today, with my squad, we will be sharing 4 video game reviews with you. The team you will be listening today is conformed by María José Mejía Vargas, María Valentina Murillo Chagüendo, Andrea Socadagui Quito, and Juan Camilo Zubieta García, your server. We are 8th semester audiovisual communication students at La Sabana University, and this video belongs to the subject Taller Multimedios, Módulo Animación, taught by Rigoberto Sáenz at La Sabana. So, without further ado, let's kick things off with Gears 5. Launched in September 2019, Gears 5 claimed action third-person shooter is the sequel of 2016 Gears of War 4, both games developed by the Coalition. The Microsoft subsidiary company took over the development of the Gears franchise and its new trilogy, after Epic Games had success with Gears of War 2, and Gears of War 3 trilogy, starring Marcus Phoenix and Delta Squad. The Coalition is a relatively new game developing company, founded in 2010 by the name of Microsoft Vancouver, then renamed Black Task Studios, and finally the Coalition in 2014. Up to date, they have exclusively launched Gears of War related video games, started with Gears of War Ultimate Edition in 2015, Gears Pop 2019 for mobile devices, Gears of War 4, Gears 5, and Gears Tactics in 2020. The fifth release of the King of Cover-based shooter saga, well, actually the sixth one, but no one cares about this one, targets a mature audience and action game lovers above 17 years old, according to the ESRB rating, as it contains blood and gore, intense violence, and strong language. Currently, it runs exclusively on Xbox One and PC. Gears 5 is a very complete game, offering a variety of game modes such as the campaign, which lets you continue with the storyline of Gears of War 4. Versus mode, the most popular game mode, which contains 5v5 playlists like Team Deathmatch, King of the Hill, Dodgeball, Guardian, Brand New Gridiron, Free for All, and competitive modes such as 2v2 Nashers or Execution. Cooperative modes like Horde mode, which phase you to 50 monster waves with the help of 4 more players, and Escape, in which you start trapped with your teammates on a swarm dungeon and you must find the exit, just having limited resources at your disposal. The 4-act story in Gears 5 is the sequel of Gears of War 4, where the protagonist was J.D. Phoenix, Marcus Phoenix's son. In this game, we have a main character change, shifting from J.D. to Kate Diaz. James Dominic Phoenix had his moment on Gears 4, but didn't quite reach the complexity or charisma his father Marcus had as a character. This time, the Coalition opted for Kate, an outsider with no relationship with the government, the Coalition of Organized Governments, COG. Kate, who by the end of Gears 4 began to claim her protagonism, as the main argument became finding her mother Reyna, kidnapped by the Swarm, the new antagonist force in this new trilogy. The Swarm is a bioorganism capable of transforming any organic life into part of their army, consisting on sticky-looking creatures similar to the first trilogy classic Locust Army, but with a noticeable different nature. As Kate, players must find out the Swarm's origins and solve Kate's family plot with the help of JD, an old and veteran Marcus, Del Walker, Faz, and secondary characters who appeared in previous games such as Bert, Cole, and Paddock. The Coalition has been improving on the development of new engaging atmospheres, stunning graphics and environments, which in this video game finds its true potential with a variety of scenarios, different climates and new mechanics, giving more freedom to players and new ways of moving through the map while progressing through the story. Some of these new campaign features include the possibility of improving flying robot drone Jack's skills. While in previous games was merely a decorative character that just opened doors, now he can assist the player in combat and interact a lot more with the squad. The skiff vehicle, to move around the map, is a great addition to change and refresh the gameplay. Campaign incorporated horde mode gameplay gives some more realistic timing to the story. The cover system, which, in my opinion, is highly responsible for Gears of War's success, is smoother than ever, a feature I am sure players appreciate. Escorted by an alluring soundtrack and visual effects, adding an optimized and designed experience to run in 4K resolution. These features and the freedom the game concedes to players to choose their own path makes the Gears 5 campaign very entertaining, making less noticeable some areas of improvement, such as the script. With an astonishing multiplayer mode, Gears 5 offers a great amount of customizing options, conceding the player the possibility to choose between more than 40 different COG and Swarm characters for Versus mode, and 27 in Cooperative mode. A big compilation of characters from all past Gears of War games and spin-offs. Weapon skins, banners, spot marks, emotes, and blood trails all contribute to the most customizable Gears ever. All aspects regarding the multiplayer universe represent the most competitive experience, where you can play against different players all around the world in immersive combat, long-range sniper fights or close-range shotgun and wall-bouncing encounters challenges the player to improve their skill, to unlock rewards in the Tour of Duty, and earn gear coins to acquire exclusive items on the shop. With enjoyable multiplayer game modes for every type of player, such as Horde, Escape, and All Versus playlist, an attractive user interface with loads of customizing options, exciting rewards, intuitive controls, and fast attractive gameplay, Gears 5 is definitely a solid proposal by the Coalition for all franchise lovers and action third-person shooter players.
Hi everyone, my name is Valentina and now I invite you to check one of the best games in my opinion for mobile devices. Known for its multiple genre choices, Brawl Stars is known as a multiplayer online battle arena and a quick action hero shooter. Brawl is based on a battle against other players in multiplayer game modes. You can choose between several characters called brawlers, which are unlocked through brawl boxes. I know, all the characteristics have the word Brawl, but it doesn't matter, it's funny. Brawl Stars was created by Supercell. This company came to existence in 2010 in Finland by the CEO Eka Panin and his friends. Their first game was a multiplayer online game Gunshine that could be played on Facebook with a browser or on a mobile platforms. In 2012, they decided to focus in Apple Store in US. After this year, they released some of the most profitable games in Apple Store in US: Heyday, Clash of Clans, Boom Beach, and Clash Royale. In December of 2018, Supercell released Brawl Stars globally. This game must be played from more than 13 years old, may be suitable for younger audiences. Some of the reasons for the responsibility developers to play the age of 13 are in-app purchases, privacy, and the fact that all of their games have a chat functionality, where I can play Brawl. Brawl Stars can be played exclusively in iOS and Android phones and tablets. About the ESRB rating, this game is for plus than 10 years old. In content may have cartoon, fantasy, mild violence or mild language, and minimal suggesting themes. In this game, all the characters are enemies of the other ones, instead, obviously, of your parents' teams in the battle. So, now I want to show you some characters you will find in the game. From characters as humans to animals with powers, you'll find multiple characters to choose. When you start game, you find the starting brawler Shelly. She's a fighter of short distance, and then in the road reward, you can win other brawlers like Colt, Bull, Nita, Jesse, Brock, Dynamite, Boo, Thick, 8-bit, and M's. Also, in the Pro boxes, you will find other kind of special brawlers as epic, legendaries, or mythic. Maybe you have the question how I can beat the best brawler player? Easy man, I present you, as I mentioned before, the trophies road. Here you will road with the amount of trophies you can collect through the time. This amount climb you to unlock rewards and reach new leagues. These trophies are a combination of all of your individual brawler trophies. The first challenge is to unlock the brawler Nita, that is a bear. Then, with 60 trophies in the road, you unlock Cold. The highest level is 50,000 trophies. There you will win a mega box. So, what are the mechanics in the game? Here I am going to explain you with one of my favorite brawlers, that is an eagle. Basically, the mechanic is the battle 3 versus 3. But there are some game mechanics that you have to use in the game. So, the first one is the attack. The character moves on the vertical, the horizontal, forward and backward. Then he firing exploding arrows that deal moderate damage at long range of their enemies. Its life will decrease accordingly to the amount of damage. Finally, you or your enemy will die. The second mechanic is the super attack. When you attack your enemies, you will lower your power attack. Then both shoots 3 explosive arrows and deal very high damage to enemies within a small radius of the explosion. Finally, you or your enemy will die. So I have to tell you that in this game there are different mechanics in the different events you will find. So the first one is a gem grab. The first one you have to do is move to the middle of the map towards the gem that pops off the mine, and you start to collect the gems. If your enemies kill you, you lose your gems in the place you die. The second event is Showdown. You walk in the space, attack one power cups that you will find in the place, collect them one by one, and increase your health attack damage. The third one is Brawl Ball. Move to the middle of the map, take the ball of the opposition team's goal, score or pass the ball to a frame. If your enemies kill you, you will lose the ball in the place you die. The fourth one is Haste. You have to move to the enemy's valuable safe and attack it. Your valuable safe or your enemies will affect the pain of the damage you do. So, finally, Brawl Stars is controlled using 2 virtual sticks as a standard, but you can switch this in the setting to tap to move scheme. To activate your attack, tap the button in the screen.
Continuing with the reviews, I'm Karen Socadagui and I will talk about Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart 8 is a video game published in 2014 by Nintendo for Wii U console. Nintendo is the oldest video game company in the world. They started producing car games in 1889, but then with the Depression and 2 World Wars, Nintendo had different business, since taxi service, hotels, TV until toys, with which it managed to enter the market. In 1977, Nintendo's first foray into gaming was as the Japanese importer of the Magnavox Odyssey, the very first commercially sold video game console. In 1980, a groundbreaking game was developed by the Nintendo artist Shigeru Miyamoto. The game was called Donkey Kong. The villain was a giant gorilla with an inexhaustible supply of barrels, while the hero was a man in a red boiler suit wearing a little red hat. He was known as John Man, but you might recognize him better as the Italian bumper Mario. Then Nintendo created new games, including Donkey Kong Jr., in which the son of Donkey Kong has to rescue his father from the clutches of Mario, The Legend of Zelda and Super Mario Bros. By 1989, Nintendo had managed to develop the technology to release its first handheld console, the Game Boy. Since then, Nintendo has created different and many systems and consoles like Nintendo Entertainment System, Game Boy, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, Game Boy Color, Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo DS, Wii, Wii U, Nintendo Switch, among others. This company is remarkable because they were the pioneers in changing the way of entertaining in the world. Mario Kart 8 is a car racing game that anyone can play. It's important to understand that Nintendo designed this type of video games for all the public, like the movie Toy Story. The target audience can be the kids, right? But the real target is the parents. My little brother can play Mario Kart 8, I can play, my parents can play. This game supports a variety of control schemes, including the Wii U gamepad, the Wii U Pro controller, the Wii Remote, and nunchuck. The game can also be played in off-TV mode using just the Wii U gamepad. The game rating is E, I mean for everyone. You can play this game with your family, your brother, your grandma, everyone can play. And this video game is for Wii U and Nintendo Switch. I think it's really great for both platforms. So, Mario Kart 8 currently features a total of 36 different playable characters, including 16 default characters and 14 unlockable characters. The default characters are Mario, Luigi, Peach, Yoshi, Bowser, Donkey Kong, Shy Guy, Wario, Baby Mario, among others. In the unlockable character, it's important me. The character made on this Wii U that looks like 3D human. This can be created whenever you want, using different head, body, eye, hair, mouth, nose, and glasses types. The enemy in the video game is your opponent. This can be other players around the world or the other characters for default that play in the same time in the race. Apart from the characters, we can also choose the vehicle. Vehicle can be configured in many ways. In addition to choosing between carts, motorcycles, and quads, we can change between a wide variety of wheels and wings, which will modify our attributes. Mario Kart 8 for Nintendo Wii U offers different cups and tracks. When you win the cup, the next one is available. The game modes offered are the Grand Prix. In this mode, we have to unlock the cups. In total, there are 8 with 4 circuits each. As we progress, we unlock vehicle parts, characters, new cups, and new mode. Other option is time trial. In this mode, we play alone to complete the circuits in the shortest time possible. Also, you can play in battle mode. In order to win, you need to have the most points. You gain a point whenever you pop the balloon of another player. Simply staying alive the longest does not guarantee a win. There is also an added time limit, although this can be changed in the options. And lastly, you can play online with players from all the world. The items in the video game is easy to recognize because basically you grow up see them in different moments of your life. For example, the mushroom, the starman, or the red shell. But exist others like balloon, banana, blooper, boomerang, coin, the important item box, shells, and spin. These items are very powerful and you can use it. The problem is when the enemy is with you. My advice to win and understand better the game is: first one, keep the first position. And you remember the green shell? Don't use them forward. Wait and press button to look back. Also collect all the coins you can. Each coin you have tunes your engine a little more and increases its maximum speed a little more. You can only benefit from it if you accumulate a total of 10 coins. As well, use the initial turbo to gain position. The idea is that you press speed button in the second beep. If you press this button before, you will burn the engine and you will be lost time. Also, it's important that you see the correct form, the power-ups, and the most important, found all the shortcuts. Finally, enjoy it!
guys, my name is José Mejía, and today I'm gonna do a game review of Lego Harry Potter years 1 to 4. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please ignore my background. So let's go. Okay, so Lego Harry Potter years 1 to 4 is a Lego team action adventure video game developed by Traveller's Tales and published by Warner Bros. On June 25th of 2010. And the game is based on the Lego Harry Potter line and storyline, and the storyline covers the first 4 films of the Harry Potter series that are Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, and Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. So the game is available in almost all the platforms like Xbox 360, Xbox One, and Android, iOS, Wii, Nintendo DS, Nintendo Switch, Microsoft Windows. But in this case, I'm gonna focus in the one that is for Xbox 360 because it's the one I play. I never played the game in other platforms, so I don't know if it is the same or no. So yes. Okay guys, so before I continue talking about the game, I'm gonna talk a little bit about the developer of the game, that is, like I mentioned before, Traveller's Tales. It is a British video game developer and subsidiary of TT Games. The company was founded in 1989 by John Burton and Andy Ingram. Initially, it was a small company focused on its own content, and it grew in a profile through developing games with larger companies such as Sega and Disney Interactive Studios. The company was purchased by Warner Bros. Interactive Entertainment in November of 2007, and they continue creating games like Lego games such as Lego Indiana Jones 2, The Adventure Continues, Lego Harry Potter years 5 to 7, Lego The Lord of the Rings, and Lego Batman 2 DC Superheroes. Okay, continuing with the game, according to Entertainment Software Rating Board, the game is for everyone over 10 years old because it may contain fantasy, mild language, and minimal suggestive themes. Okay, now talking about the gameplay, it is really similar to the most previous Lego video games, with an emphasis on collecting, exploring, and solving puzzles. And if you don't know, there are 167 characters in Lego Harry Potter. To find and unlock, for each character you can find a round token, either lying around the school or within levels themselves. Some characters have unique skills. They are able to read signs on a wardrobe and open it. Goblins can open lockers. Characters who use dark magic can access places that aren't available to others. So, at the end, the game have all the characters of the Harry Potter movie. So for example, you can pick Harry, but you have 4 different Harrys with different physical characteristics. So there is one Harry that have a black jacket, other can have a blue hat. So yes, there are a lot of characters you can pick and play with. So the games also have some enemies. If you watch the movies, you will know that the most important is Lord Voldemort. So at the end of the game, you have to fight him. I'm sorry for the spoiler. And some other enemies are Dementors, Hooded Wizards, dragons, but the emphasis of the game is not like to fight them, you know, it's more like solving problems, searching for objects, saving friends from, for example, the hooded wizard. So yes, there are like little few moments in which you have to fight them directly, but most of the games you have to, like I mentioned before, search for things or solve puzzles. Now, talking about the levels, you have to pass a total of 24 levels and a certain number of classes to complete Harry Potter first 4 years in Hogwarts School. There are 2 ways to play the game. You can play the story mode or you can select the free play, but I recommend you for you to play both of them because you will get all the collectibles. For you to be able to complete all the game, you have to complete every single mission with true wizard status. Complete House Crest, rescue all the students, they are like 15 total, collect all red and gold bricks, collect all 167 character tokens. Besides that, you also have to purchase all character tokens, red bricks, and additional spells. Some other characteristics of the games are that it have like a cooperative mode in which you can play single player or you can play multiplayer. I recommend you to play multiplayer, like I have so much fun playing with other person. Other thing is that you like maybe wondering how the game starts. So first you will appear in the liquid cauldron. There is a location of the movie and will represent the menu of the game. There you will find the levels, the characters, coins, all the coins you pick, and all the things you collect. Okay, so finally I'm gonna explain to you the controls of the game. They aren't difficult, so you shouldn't have any problem with that. So for that I bring my control. So okay, I'm gonna explain to you. So first we have these 2 buttons, the L and the right. So the L is for you to move the character, like you can move the character like whatever you want. It have like no limits for the character to move. So yes, with the right you move the camera, with the start is for start or pause, with the A you jump, with the X is for you to interact with a highlighted Lego object. With this one, the back buttons, the R is for you to free play character up, and the L, the left, is for free play character down. This one, the right one, is for previous spell, and the other one is for last spell. The B is like a special action of the character. The Y is to tag, and these ones, like the arrows, are for select an option in the menu. Okay, so that's all, guys. Me and my group, we gave the game like a score of 10 because we think that it is a really complete game. And talking about the story of the game, the graphics like are really well, and also all the missions or the things we think that it is very enjoyable, and like it have really easy controls for you. So to be honest, it's not a difficult game. It's just like a game to chill. Like actually I think it was the first game I passed like completely. So yes, and actually talking about this in this moment makes me play again.
Number 8 is a friendly user interface. Also, the game has character design and story, good graphics, and great game music. It's very easy to enjoy.
As a team, we scored Brawl Stars with a 9. We saw it at the time, we play is exciting, the gameplay is interesting and diverse through the missions to be accomplished. Its audiovisual content is constantly being updated, it's attractive, and edits of very good quality.
Finally, for Gears 5, we assigned a score of 9.5 as it has an excellent soundtrack, excellent graphics, and addictive gameplay, a very good story in the campaign mode, great user interface, and in my opinion is a very funny game. It's a very fun game to play many hours in the day, so that's why we gave it 9.5.